Okay, so I'm gonna call this phase 3 of this bike's evolution, I guess you'd call it. So yeah, it's been a couple of years now, I think 2 years since I've had the bike. Anyways, some guys when they sell a bike, they say there's too much stuff to list. I can honestly say, with this bike, there's so much I've done to it. I'm sure I can't list it all. Things like this. I have a thrust bearing on my shock. You can see it in there. That's something that nobody else has. And then I have the KDX200 brake pedal swap. I've got the H series radiator hoses. I've got BDK, I think, billet pull rods. It's all titanium hardware in there. So that's pretty trick. That's a little different. Then I've got these letters too. They're pretty rare. The only source I could find is in Turkey. They're super high quality, and it's just as rugged as like a regular tire patch. If you clean the surface correctly, they're not going to come off. You'd have to tear them off. So, anyways, I've got the PSR rotor guard. I've got an Apico axle nut. It's a little different. I've got titanium pins on the calipers. I'm still looking for the slide pins, the hangers. They do make them. I'm just not positive they fit this bike yet. This is a Dock Lob reservoir. That's billet. That's made in England. I've got the AS3 cap on it because the cap they gave me with it was red and it's kind of cheesy. Like I said, I upgraded. All the case bolts are tie. Motor mounts are tie. Not the brackets themselves, but the bolts, fasteners, and I even have the where the hell are they? The KTM 105 millimeter motor mount bolts. You see them there. They're for KTM, but they fit this bike like a glove, so I use those. I do have a genuine V-Force 3 reed block on there that's... Oh, and then I've got this, the airbox has those nuts in there are tie. Of course, I took this flange out and caulked all that. I did the brake line clamp conversion. I put those bad boys on there. It's got a BDK. Those tank mounts are billet. Yeah, they're Cerakoted. I should have just got a plain, but they're pretty trick. Of course, that's all tie. The GPI radiators. This is all tie here. The bearings are all new. All the bearings are new. The brake rotors, the pads, all the suspension bearings are new. I even polished the pivot bolt. That has an alloy nut in there. And these actually, I found these online. These are blanking caps, 33.3 millimeter. They fit in there solid. They do not come out. I know some people have said, oh, but no. They're as rugged as anything else, so I don't know if anybody else is running those, but whatever. They're perfect fit. They come in all different colors. What else did I do here? This is all tie. All these fasteners. The swing arm's hand polished. I didn't use any machines on it at all, just all by hand. Same thing with the tank. This bike was really rough when I got it. I spent a lot of time on the tank, wet sanding it and all that stuff. So, and the seat, I have 2 seats. This one I got on eBay. I have a cover for it. the FX, I think it's called, from Argentina. I just have to drop it off at the upholsterer. There's Nelson gear, whatever, Nelson gear, rig, something shit. That's a cool little toolbox. And then we've got the alloy coolant cap there. That's for KLX. You know, any Kawasaki overflow is the same size. So, and you know, I got these. It's not a real 304, but this is a brand new Pro Circuit Sparky. And I do have the 304, but I can't use it because as soon as I do, I'm gonna get pulled over by a cop or a DNR. And you know, I've got the Odom slider washers on there. Those are really sweet. This is all these chain rollers are new. The bolts for that are also titanium. M8 by 60. And I've got that sweet Australian case saver. Those bolts are alloy, they're not titanium. I think aluminum would be softer. If a chain was to fail, it would snap the bolts versus snapping the case. That's my philosophy. But yeah, the chain's new, sprockets are new. It's Renthal. You know, these are tie bolts too. I am gonna get the axle conversion from Crucial Gear, where they'll cut this, and they have some billet aluminum snail cams that they make, but it's very hard to get a hold of them. So I'm gonna just wait. You know, I'm patient, but they make them. It's online, Crucial Gear LLC. They're on Facebook, but they make these beautiful snail cams for this bike. I've got the TM Designs chain buffer, chain guide, whatever you want to call it. Of course, this chain slider is new. The pegs are just, I had some IMS, but I didn't like the way they look, so these are just cheap steel pegs. Now all the pins and springs are new, but they're not titanium. There's Apico shifter. This is all redone. All this here. This is all new hardware. And you got a new skid plate for it. Like I said, everything on the bike's new. It's pretty sweet. That's about it for now. Yeah, just blowing money on tie. I got nothing better to do, so it's my hobby.